Hello, my friends. I want to welcome you to class, and to do so, I have decided to just give you a quick video introducing myself so you get to know something about your teacher. My name is Lee Edward Waller Jr. I was named after my father. My friends call me Rusty, and you certainly can call me Rusty. That's a nickname that my father gave me because he had a friend named Rusty, and he couldn't call me his own name. You'll often see me list my name as Lee Rusty Waller, and that's because I live in the Arab world where you go by your formal name, but I like my nickname, so I compromise and give them both. I hold a PhD in higher education. I have a Master of Science in Mathematics and a Bachelor's of Science in Education in Special Education and Mathematics. I have a double major. I used to laugh telling my students that when I taught math not to worry. I had them covered. I'm certified to teach mathematics. I'm certified if they were slow learning in special education. I have a mental retardation endorsement. If they have a nervous breakdown, I'm certified to teach the emotionally disturbed. I've got you covered. So I want you to enjoy this class. I do think that my background in special education makes my teaching a little bit easier to understand because I tend to stair-step any course and scaffold any course that I teach. I hold the rank of professor and was recently recognized with the title of distinguished professor. This is my lovely wife, Sharon. We were married on the 17th of June, 1978. We've already celebrated 44 years of marriage, moving on 45. I don't know how it is that she looks just as young as she did when I married her, but I have aged so much over that time. I'm the father of 4 children. This is Amanda, my daughter. Very proud of her. She's a nurse practitioner. This is my son, Jared. Jared is my oldest boy, and he is a designer, an engineering designer. This is my son, Jonathan. He's a pastor at outside of San Antonio, about to pursue his doctorate in theology. And this little rascal is my adorable son, Zoe, who came to us from Romania, and we adopted him when he was a little over 2 years old. He's a delightful child. Zoe does not say that he is Batman, but he points out that you've never seen he and Batman in the same room at the same time together. Batman is obviously his hero. Jonathan, Sharon, and I own the Jabal Jais Mountains in Ras Al Khaimah in the United Arab Emirates. I'm a grandfather of 9. I have my oldest granddaughter, Victoria, and then her sisters, Allie and Reagan, then my son Jared's children, Miriam, Gabriel and Marissa, and Christian, Peter, and Jacob. These are Jonathan's children. So we currently have 9 grandchildren. This was a prophetic moment in Finland. I reached and got a Coke, and it had grandpa on the side, so I thought it must be a sign from heaven. This is my granddaughter, Allie. They say she takes after me. This is her in her Halloween costume several years ago after she found out that her mother is afraid of clowns. Sharon and I currently live in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, though we're looking at moving back to San Antonio. My bride and I love to travel. We like going to places, seeing things, and doing stuff. This is me standing at the ruins of the temple for the oracle in Delphi in Greece. I didn't find the Pythia, but we did come out with a little extra knowledge after we left there. This is Sharon standing on the Great Wall of China. We really enjoyed that trip. This is me outside the Taj Mahal in India. This is looking at the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, Turkey. This is me pushing against the pyramid in Giza, Egypt. This is Sharon standing outside the Temple of Poseidon in southern Greece. It was very interesting that day that I was just standing there and the wind blew me 5 euros just out of the blue, and there was nobody in sight around. So I picked it up and decided that Poseidon had bought me a Diet Coke and had bought Sharon one as well. We just recently visited Venice and Rome. We had a good time there. This is one of the architectural wonders of the world. This is the Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi, one of the places that we love to visit. This is Sharon and myself at the opera in Dubai with Sharon's sister in attendance. This is nighttime in Moscow. This is sharing inside the tomb of King Tutankhamun in Egypt, in front of the Temple of Athena in Athens, Greece, just beside the Parthenon. This is Sharon walking a Roman road in the ancient ruins of Corinth. This is something that was very memorable to her, which she greatly enjoyed. It was a very moving time for us as we visited the ancient city of Corinth. This, though you can't see us, is my adopted son, Muhammad, and I shooting the Whitewater Level 4 Rapids in Colorado. And needless to say, his being from the Arab world, he wasn't quite used to that much water and it being that cold. We had a very good time there. If this is it snowing in Seoul, South Korea, we were fascinated to see snow again. We've lived in the United Arab Emirates now for 9 years. This is me hanging out in Kazakhstan wearing a traditional hat. This is a reindeer in Finland, and they say that deer can't see orange, but when my wife walked out with an orange blouse on, the color that hunters wear, they scattered. They were gone. Up to then, they had been everywhere. I always encourage you to make the most out of life and never let the romance die. This is my wife enjoying 101 roses sent to her by her loving husband who wants to keep the romance alive. It's always nice to feel wanted. Muhammad and I were wanted dead or alive with Wild Bunch, $25,000 reward. We enjoyed making this picture, though my wife got a little perturbed because she's always wanted to make pictures in Colorado, and I just hadn't really been into it. The great Pharaoh Akhenaten wishes you the best for your class and knows that you will enjoy this experience. I hope to make the class exciting for you, and I want you to enjoy it. And Charlie Brown the camel assures you that you will enjoy this experience. I advise you that if you go to Egypt and you go to Giza, that if you decide to ride the camels, don't go book it yourself. Have your tour guide book it, and watch out for Charlie Brown. He is the thievingest camel that I have ever run across in my life. He took my sister for $100, and then I told her the next morning he was down outside the door, beating on the door, wanting 20 more. But anyway, we had a good time in Egypt. It's a great place to go. And Zoe wishes you the very best on your journey. This is Zoe in Amarillo, Texas, trying on a cowboy hat that he liked. And may the force be with you as you take this journey. And I want to encourage you to stay on the path, do your best, stay up with the material, and you will be fine. I enjoy teaching. I'm here to help you, and just consider me like an older brother, there to help guide you.